Okay, so I think I'm ready to start. I've never made any kind of soap before, so I'm really excited. I just got the Melt and Pour goat milk soap. We got some colors, some fragrance, chocolate mint. I've got a glass pan lined with parchment paper. So it's a 5-pound box, and I'm going to do it in 4 different batches, mostly because it's separated into 4. And I'm going to do the same scent, but they're going to be ombre color, so it'll be like a teal. I have blue and green and yellow, so it'll be teal, and then it'll just get lighter. I'm going to melt it in that. It smells goaty. Okay, let's start with that, I guess. I did a little research first, and it looks like you can add 1 tablespoon of liquids per pound. It's a 5-pound box. I'm going to do 4 batches, so it'll be 1 1/4 pound, so a little bit more than a tablespoon. And I'm going to be adding color and fragrance, so I'll do about a 1/2 tablespoon of each. Ho ho! You see that? Yeah, you can see that okay. And you know, I actually had a bunch of soap making supplies, oils, some colors, and one of like the nice, oops, I gotta cut the other one of those proper molds, but of course, I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna do soap making, we'll just give it away when we were moving. And now look, 6 months later and I'm making soap. Oh, well. There. Save that for later. So we'll cut it up into chunks. Okay, so it said microwave this 30 seconds at a time and stir in between. I don't think it needs to be covered. So it said 30 seconds at a time, and this might take a minute because my microwave's pretty low wattage. Okay, so it's all melted down. There's no lumps or anything in there. I did do it in 30-second intervals just because my microwave is so low. I think it's like 700 watts. So we'll add the color first to see how much liquid that takes, and then I'll know how much of the fragrance I can put in. And it says to just add that a drop at a time, but ooh. I want this, I might as well leave those off. I want this one to be pretty dark because it's going to be the first layer. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3-ish.
Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7-ish.
Well, okay. It's looking pretty good. You know, maybe I should turn on the light so I can actually get a good... Okay, it's looking pretty good. It looks a little bit darker than it does on the camera, but not much. Okay. Well, it's just soap. It's not gonna hurt me. I think one more good squirt will do it. Yeah, it's really starting to stick to my thing and get thick. Okay, fragrance next. The that smells good. Okay, so we'll do. Here. Ooh, yep, it's starting to get really. Ew. Okay. Mix it fast. Okay, I gotta pour this quick. Okay, it's coming out all right. Okay, so now we know next batch work a lot quicker. Maybe don't stir it as much. Might help it not cool down as quick. Just so like add all of the fragrance and all of the color at once. Maybe. Not too bad though for a first try. There. And you know what? It's okay, because I'm going to be pouring the next layer right on top of it. I think, so probably the last batch I'll just do white so that I don't have to mix the color in. I can just mix some fragrance, pour it in, and then the top will be nice and smooth. It's a little more green, but I didn't want to add more blue to balance it because I was afraid it would get too dark. One little white clump there, it's all right. Well, that looks nicer. I was kind of worried reusing the same bowl. The old stuff might get, I don't know, burned or something. Can you burn soap like this? I don't know. So this one is definitely going to take a little while to set up. So I will cover it back up with the cloth and then come back later for the third round. Oops. Oopsies. So I think it was the third layer that I poured actually spilled out past the wax paper that I had. So one side of it kind of got stuck in there. But other than that, the wax paper worked great. The soap actually came, it like shrunk away from the glass. So I don't know what that was about or if it just like shrinks a little bit when it cools. But once I got that corner off, it popped out easy enough. That I'm gonna try to take those pieces there and see if I can just melt them back down and pour it into a bowl or something, just so it doesn't go to waste. We just use it. The wax paper, actually I don't think it's wax paper, I think it's just parchment paper, I'm not sure, but it came off easy enough, so I think that worked really well if you don't have a mold. It was just came out hard because it leaked on me. Also, one thing that I didn't even consider, the night after I did this, Pinterest suddenly started suggesting things like, oh, 5 tips to make sure your soap doesn't separate when you do layers and actually sticks together. Like, oh, yep, that would have been good to know before. So you can see when I cut the pieces, they do kind of fall apart a little bit, but I think it's okay. I mean, it's my first time doing soap. Everybody will understand. Because we are using this, I had to cut it into 30 because we're using it for the shower favors that's coming up. Yeah, there it is. You can see they just fall apart. I mean, it did stick together. It's not like they're going to open it up and it'll just all fall out of their hands. So one of the things that I did see was you're supposed to make sure the bottom layer that you're pouring on top of is a certain temperature, and then the top layer that you're pouring is at a certain temperature. Yeah, you can see there when I cut, it kind of shifts a little bit. It's okay. And then another thing is to have like a little spray bottle with alcohol in it that you spray it down in between layers. But it's okay. I mean, it's my first try. It came out good. Smells good. I think it's pretty good soap. It is the goat milk, and it feels nice. I mean, I tried a couple of the scraps to wash my hands. But I would say it was a success.